whoever wants to
Be comfy.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. اللهم اجعلنا منهم آمين. Thank you so much for coming to this. Convert Connection was meant to be just kind of like a really open space where people, either converts or people who were born into the faith or had realizations later on in life, could just come and socialize and enjoy the thing that holds us all together, which after Iman is food. So I hope you guys enjoyed the food, and thank you for those of you who brought stuff. It's really, there's always seems to be, and Sister Becky can probably vouch for this, a certain amount of blessing in the food at these events in particular, where there's always leftover. So please feel free to grab the food if you want to, inshallah, on the way out. We are in the blessed month of Shawwal, which is after the most blessed month of Ramadan. And one thing that I told a lot of the Roots youth, which is a very key thing to focus in on, is that a sign that you love something is that when it's no longer present, you miss it, right? So if I love my parents, when I'm not with them, I miss them. If I love food, when I'm not eating it, I miss it, right? If you love Ramadan, then these few days after the month of Ramadan has been over, live normally, be fine, but there should be a little bit of a pinch. You should feel something. When we wake up, and even if we're about to have that glass of water or that, those eggs for breakfast or orange juice, we should feel happy that we're eating, but also feel a little bit of a pinch that we're no longer fasting, right? And what's beautiful about the month of Ramadan is that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ teaches us immediately after you've accomplished this 30-day marathon of fasting every day. The Prophet ﷺ says that there are 6 days in Shawwal. If you can fast these 6 days, then it's as if you had fasted the entire year. And right now we're sitting, I think, on the 8th or 9th day of Shawwal, I believe, 8th or 9th day. So there's probably about 20 or 21 days left, inshallah. If we can complete 6 days in the month of Shawwal, it's as if we had done a fast for 365 days. The amount of reward and blessing in our lives will be that much. Now, I have already done a few this month, and I'll tell you firsthand, if you haven't, they're much more difficult than Ramadan. Extremely difficult, right? And that's probably why there's only 6 of them. But the beauty in this advice that the Prophet ﷺ gave about fasting 6 days after Ramadan is 2 things. Number 1 is that there's momentum, right? So the longer that you wait to get your 6 fasts in, the more difficult it's going to be, because your stomach's going to have reacclimated back to eating normally at normal times. And the second thing is that Islam is all about optimism. It's all about hope. But at the same time, it tempers it with reality, right? So it's almost like a young kid flying a kite. The kite represents hope and optimism, but that young child holding it on the ground represents the reality of that kite, is that it shouldn't fly away. It's always there, grounded and anchored by something. So this month of Shawwal, or this month where we can fast these 6 days, is a month where we can continue to gain the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That Ramadan, that mercy and forgiveness that we're seeking, is continually available. We just got to put in a little bit more work, right? A little bit more work. So continue the hope, continue the optimism, but that reality that's grounding it is what? That in order to earn the forgiveness of Allah, the mercy of Allah, you got to put in a little something. You got to give a little something in order to get something back, right? And so Ramadan teaches us that you have the power to do it. Those 30 days you did flew by. I don't know if any of you feel this way. How fast is this Ramadan? Super fast, way too fast. Like, it felt super quick, right? Apparently a hyena agrees with me. Okay, so 30 days. Okay, multiple hyenas. Okay, so I'm going to end quickly. 30 days are over. 29 days are over. We finished the month, alhamdulillah, or 30 days, I'm sorry. Now we know that these 6 days, we can do it, right? And as the scholars say, I'll finish off on this. The scholars say that, and the Prophet ﷺ has taught us, that a sign that your good deeds are accepted is that you continue to do those good deeds. And even in our own relationships, like a sign that someone is sincere about their actions is what? Is that it's not a one-off, it's a habit. And so if someone brings home flowers to their wife, right? Or if the wife brings home like a gift for her husband or something, if it's only like a once every 2-decade deal, then you know that it's not really anything maybe all that sincere. Like, it's like, I remember to do it or something. But if the husband or wife brings home something, or if the kids clean their room every day, not only before they ask for something special like a gift, then you know that habit is sincere. So when we fast these 6 days, right, it's a sign that we are sincere in our fasting. That it's not just that we're fasting during the month of Ramadan, but we're also worshiping the same Lord of all the months, and we continue that fast. So this fast is not just a moment of 6 more days, 6 more days. It's a moment of reminder, of inspiration, of optimism, and a hope. And when you get these 6 days done, when you finish these 6 days, I promise you that you'll understand exactly what the Prophet ﷺ meant when he said that it's as if you fasted the entire year, because you've proven to yourself that you can do it outside of the month of Ramadan, right? And there's also the Mondays and Thursdays and the 3 white days, which are the 3 middle days in the month, okay? So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us that ability. If you haven't gotten started, I recommend you do it now. You can break it up however you want. You can do 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. You can do 3, 3. You can do all 6 in a row. If you have the constitution to do that, then please try and do it, inshallah. And let us know how it goes. Let us know how you feel, inshallah.